And good morning from the Pacific Crest Trail. Didn't do a whole lot of recording last night for a very specific reason. I wanted to live. Weather turned on us pretty hard yesterday. I wouldn't say it was by any means dangerous, but it was probably some of the harshest weather we've experienced so far on trail. Yeah, exactly what Guardian said. It wasn't dangerous as long as you didn't fall. So we did go over Goat Rocks yesterday. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see a whole lot because visibility was literally about 10 feet, and that was about it. There were a few times where I knew Guardian was hiking in front of me, maybe 5 minutes in front of me at the most, and I couldn't see him at all. Then we were walking down the knife edge. There were definitely some patches of snow, which could have been really ugly had you slipped and fallen there, and I don't think they would have been able to get us a helicopter in last night. So but again, it sounds worse than it really probably was. We're pretty experienced at hiking this at this point, and we just took our time. That said, the rain was coming in. It wasn't a hard rain, but it was a steady drizzle or shower, you might say, within the clouds and the fog, and it was coming in at us horizontally with the wind. There were a good solid 10 mile per hour wind the entire way up over that pass.
Like 30.
30, you think?
Be honest with those
Oh, I don't know. I'm a terrible judge at wind speed, but long story short, it was the last 4 miles were very hard miles, so we didn't do a whole lot of recording. We did get into camp last night. Guardian was awesome to go get us both Storm and I some water as we set up our tents. It was cold. I think all of us were freezing. We were shivering. Got out of our wet clothes, got into some warm stuff, had some coffee and some soup, and ate a lot of food last night. I mean, I ate a lot of food last night, but fortunately, we were all able to stay warm. Had a pretty solid night. Woke up this morning. Definitely a lot better. Doesn't look like it in the background, but it is actually fairly nice out here. There's a heavy fog in the mountains here behind me, but it is warm. I want to say it's probably high 40s, low 50s right now. So our goal today is just do a simple 15. We're going to get to White Pass. Our plan is just to kind of camp behind the Crackle Barrel tonight. There's Crackle Barrel there. The store closes at 6, so we're going to go do a small resupply for Guardian, and then probably buy some Coca-Cola and probably a beer after last night. They do have a shower and a washer and dryer there, so don't know about the shower, but definitely going to take advantage of that dryer because a lot of my stuff is wet. My sun hoodie, even though my coat did a fairly good job, my rain jacket, my Z-Packs rain jacket, did a fairly good job at keeping things dry for me yesterday. It did start to kind of soak through in the zipper. So my chest and my sun hoodie was fairly wet. And it would have been able to wear today, but I did a rookie mistake. I slept with my C-Knock or Canuck water bladder last night. And when I filtered water, I didn't tighten it all the way. So I woke up to a nice little puddle, which was absorbed pretty much by my sun hoodie and my rain pants, which are soaked also. So good news is I didn't get a whole lot of water in the tent, but those two articles of clothing are wet. So I'm going to be wearing my town shirt today, so I'll be looking sexy on the trail. And I'm wearing my full pair of pants because I have a pair of convertible pants, which luckily enough, I asked Stuart when he came down, hey, bring back those legs just in case I need them because I'd shift them up. So I actually need them today, so it'll work out really good. So anyway, goal today, 15 miles, and we're going to hit trail. See you on trail. So I have to tell you, I am a little disappointed that I wasn't able to see the views from Goat Rocks last night. Goat Rocks is something that I've just wanted to do for a very long time. I don't know if it's necessarily a bucket list item, but it's just one of those hikes that's like I've been so close, hiking Chinook to White Pass and, traveling over to Yakima a few times and just going, man, I need to do Goat Rocks. And, the guys were awesome. We made a special effort to get to Goat Rocks since we were here on the PCT. The trail's actually really close. Most people are skipping from Cascade Locks up to White Pass, and we got a special ride and did everything we could to make sure that we were able to see Goat Rocks, and unfortunately, the weather just didn't cooperate. So disappointed. Yeah, a little bit. Upset? No, not at all. I gotta tell you, it was an adventure. The weather and the climbs and just the whole thing yesterday is something that I will always remember, and I'll definitely talk about. It was definitely memorable. So to be upset, absolutely not. It was a pretty cool life experience, and one that I hope not to repeat here in the near future anyway. So figure I could always come back and hike this section. Even though I'm out in Tennessee now, I have plenty of friends out here in Washington State that like to hike. So we'll get back here and I will see it. And that knife edge was incredible, guys. I just can only imagine the view from there. So again, we'll do it again. And for now, we're going to enjoy this hike down. See you on trail. Dude, you need to come up here. Oh yeah. Hey, check this shit out. We're on our way down the pass, and guess what we ran into coming sobo? It's two-pack!
Yeah, our eventful time at the go.
Frickin' trader going sobo on us. He decides that he's gonna sit out instead of coming in the huge ass rainstorm that we all sat in last night. He sits in a nice cozy spot last night and comes out on a beautiful day so he can check out
What?
Goat Rocks.
Sobo all the way, man.
Gotta love that guy. Very, very solid day of hiking today. It was nice to see the sunshine again. Thank you, Washington State. We appreciate that. Yeah, a little bit of climbing. I think we climbed about 2,100 feet today, and then the descent. Knees seem to be holding up okay. They were hurting first thing this morning for probably about the first hour. Kind of loosened up. I took a little vitamin I, ibuprofen, to help with the inflammation. But this last section kind of coming down, they were bugging me a little bit again. Fortunately enough, as soon as we came off the trail, waved at a couple guys in the parking lot, and the one dude goes, "Hey, you guys heading to town?" I'm like, "Well, we're just heading up the Cracker Barrel about half mile up." And he goes, "Oh, I'll give you a ride." So that was nice. Saved just about a half mile of walking on the road, and he had trail magic on top of it. So we had a couple bags of chips and a soda. So dropped us off at the Cracker Barrel. We got some gas station food, I guess, to kind of chow down on. Got a beer and a Coke. I plan on joining that here in just a minute. And yeah, we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna flip over here real quick. Up there are some apartments that should look pretty familiar to a couple of my buddies watching this this YouTube channel. So we stayed there a couple years back. You guys can throw in the comments because I can't remember if that was 20 or 21 that we stayed here when we did the little section that I'm about ready to do tomorrow between Chinook Pass and White Pass. So guys, feel free to comment on there. I just don't remember exactly what year that was, but I think we stayed in one of those two buildings right there. I just don't remember which one. So Anyway, we're going to call it a night, and we'll see you all on trail tomorrow.